Welcome to the Liquid Latenites podcast. I'm just saying, if I randomly added somebody into the group chat, we all dead. I'm just saying, we would have a problem. How many group chats you in? Because when the group chat gets exposed, you gotta deny. Because when screenshots come out, what you gonna?
Yeah, what you gonna do then?
No, baby, I wasn't doing it.
So no, the guy in the agency when he was asking about what's the guy they lost? God damn, I can't think of his name right now. And he didn't tell everybody that the guy was in the program, couldn't drink alcohol, and and then in the end he was packing, he was walking with his box in his hand. The guy said, "Goodbye." He got hammered, dude. I can't. What's the name of that guy? The grasshopper or something? Names, it was extra.
I didn't watch the show yet, so I can't help you. I don't know.
I'm rewatching it now.
Oh, okay. That's CD. Gino's in the background. I know he has returned from parts unknown. He's a man of mystery. Don't ask questions. He might be in the agency. He might not. You don't know.
That's funny.
I'm Mr. A. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. I just understand that. Listen, maybe don't do classified stuff in the group chat, and maybe don't put anything in the group chat. Maybe we start calling people again. I don't know.
These guys are like the gang who couldn't shoot straight. You know what I mean? And which is scary, but that's just me. I don't want to deal with that. I promise to just kind of not do that.
You promised? All right.
I'm an older guy in my gentler days, and what the hell?
So why'd you bring up auto tariffs as the next thing?
Well, you try to. Well, that's not like highly political. That means your car is going to cost 50% more than your car. Because listen, the domestic auto industry, there's no American car. All the Buicks are made in China. Let's be clear about that. Toyota owns like 25% of like either General Motors, different things. Honda's in bed with. It's just what's an American car and so all foreign cars in that sense was going to go up. Huh? It will stagnate the industry, and it'll stagnate the economy, because the auto industry in the United States of America employs somewhere in the excess of 600 million people in all different aspects of the business, not just people who sell cars. People that make glass for the windshield, the rubber, all this stuff. It moves the economy of this country. So, when I put us in the hole, carry on. I don't really know that much. I'm just blabbering.
I hold on to my tired looking Kia for as long as I can at this point.
The point is, if stuff get that out of control, you want to be able to get gas for your Kia.
Wasn't used cars already still jacked up from the pandemic?
Well, they had started to resent it. No, the used cars that started to come back. The market was working, but what I'm saying, if you're trying to buy I only know the price range about $20,000 like Japanese import or something. So there's no such thing anymore as a $20,000 Japanese import, but still. And you put what, a 25% tariff on it? So what's that? My math is not that good. So now it's 25,000.
Yeah, at least.
Just to begin with.
Let's look at.
So it's the same thing with the. Because the parts, you got to include the parts, and you got to include everything in there, so everything goes up. So if you have a used car, you're going in for service, eventually it's going to cost you more too. Thank you.
Right.
Let's make America great again, huh?
Cars out here.
Right, wow, man. Tariffs.
Well, you talk about tariffs?
Talk about tariffs.
Hey, your car parts are already expensive. What you gonna do?
My car parts have been expensive forever.
I hope you don't put tariffs on bananas and shit, huh?
Look, man, I remember I had this little old Mercedes C300, and one of the sales rep in the food and beverage industry, really liked the car, so I sold it to him. Blah blah blah. He was driving it back to Atlanta, and he got a flat tire, and so he goes to the Mercedes dealership to get a tire, and the guy goes, "Yeah, tires are $500." Man called me and was like, I need you to take this car back. I can't afford $500 tires.
The cars are $500. It's a Mercedes Benz. What do you want?
That's what I said. $500 tires.
Saying the same thing if you bought it off the lot. No, there's no returns. What you talking about?
No, but that's what I said. I said, look, it's just like these people it's just like anyone. You buy an expensive car, you need to be able to pay for the expensive
You got to know it's
parts.
going to cost you.
Gotta
Yeah,
know
yeah.
it's gonna cost you. You're not buying an Audi right now without knowing that your oil change is gonna be $250.
Yeah.
You better know. You gotta know it's gonna be that at least.
You better
It's
put
not.
that tire on layaway.
It's not a Dodge. I mean, you can't go to
The
the
Dodges
trade.
ain't cheap.
Hold up, you can't go to the trade the shade tree man and say change my oil for
Yeah.
$15. Them
Yeah.
days are over, man.
Jacking
He don't
up
even know.
and
Yeah, he don't even know where to find the oil pan now.
shade tree mechanic.
Oh man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He
Who
got a
am I?
shop. He's like, no, you can pay me. I take
Everybody
cash
got
out.
a shop,
Don't play with
man.
me.
Like remember back in the day when everybody had 4, 5, 6 cars jacked up in their yard on blocks, or they were the neighborhood mechanic. Oh yeah, you had left long before then. You in California, they didn't do that now. Now y'all actually paid for y'all stuff.
At least
But it was
not in the neighborhood I was living in. I'm sure they did
there
it
was
someplace like that, some Pomona or someplace like that. So
there was always
Shout out to Pomona.
there was always a man in the hood that had his overalls on and the rag sticking out of his back pocket, ready to change your oil.
I
So,
saw that movie anyway. So yeah,
All hood, all the time.
and his name was probably Grady.
Grady. No, but it's just I don't know. I hope they're gonna raise the price of bananas and stuff too. Probably because we got nobody down the picker. They're gonna rot on the ground on the vine
Listen,
and stuff.
I was
import
happy.
those in anyway, right?
From where?
Don't we get those from Brazil and Venezuela? You ain't get them from the U.S.
We
No,
selling our prisoners to Venezuela, so we're not doing anything.
Wow, man, you
No,
better.
El Salvador,
listen.
Venezuela. We're just deporting people.
The views and the statements that are expressed in this podcast are not the views and the statements expressed by all, but by most.
That's why we use aliases.
I'm not using the alias. I'm just saying.
He is an alias. Or alien, whichever one. Anyway,
No, don't say alien.
No, don't say alien. Don't say alien. Listen, what people are finally realizing is that we may have had it good.
Yeah,
it's going to be some tough times for a little while.
It's going to be pretty wild.
Be some roughness, and you gotta deal with it and move on. I mean,
what we're being told is that in the long run, it's going to be better for us. It's going to hurt right now, but once the cancer subside, you'll be okay. If you have a limb
hurt right now. Yeah.
If the treatment don't kill the patient.
Well, that's you gotta adjust, right? You gotta adjust your medication. You either get on board or you move, or you. I don't know what's the saying.
How can we put tariffs on Canada?
Listen, man. Listen. It's gonna hurt for a minute. It's gonna hurt.
All the stuff in Canada is made. It came across with is that Lake Michigan?
Listen, let me tell you something. There's a few things that people are beginning to realize. Like for instance, when you build a house and you have to have aluminum and steel and all this stuff like that, that affects that. I mean, I read an article this morning that said that house prices are creeping up. There's an extra $8,000 in the cost of building a house because the materials have gone up. What did you expect?
So the booming states are slowing down, like Florida and Texas. They're taking a squat right now. Did it ever
come back down from COVID? Because remember all that stuff went up from then.
But now we're still adding on. But you also realize this too, especially like from when we had COVID and any other thing. When they raise those prices and they see that people actually pay the price,
the
price
they're not lowering
back down.
No,
the price is never going to lower it. They're just going to take that profit.
All that goes in Elon's pocket.
Look, you bought eggs at this price 2 years ago. You're gonna pay for eggs right now, and the mafia,
the chicken ain't getting. Is the chicken getting a raise?
The egg cartel's like, man, we can get $5 an egg in the bodega now. So they
I don't know what an egg is.
$5.
I don't eat eggs.
There's no eggs in my house.
And hold up. And here's another thing. Those of us who went to Liquid Eggs back in the day, you can't even get that now because they're coming off the shelves because they found contamination in them because everybody's going to Liquid Eggs. So guess what? All of a sudden there's a good.
So what about the expensive egg white? What the egg white cost you, like $20?
The egg white gonna cost you, man. You gotta take out. Hey, look, that's why you go to Publix now. They ask if you want to pay for your groceries in 4 payments.
I did not bring it up last night, but you know they're doing that for DoorDash, right?
No, I know. I saw that. So I think I sent that into the group chat. I said, "Hey, did you know that Klarna, Klarna, and not a plug, will let you finance your DoorDash?"
Unless y'all want us to be plugged.
Yeah.
Come talk to our sales and
That
marketing.
doesn't make any sense. How
It
much?
does. First of all, how you going at the end of like 3 or 4 months look at your bill from Klarna and say, "I spent 10 grand on DoorDash"?
Exactly. And most of it, like in my building, is left outside because it's Saturday. Everybody too drunk to remember where it was. And still, there's some stuff still like that this morning. I say,
well, you still gonna be paying for it.
You're still paying for it. You already paid for it. 4 payments.
No, I heard something on 105G, the station here. I listen sometimes to FM radio. They're saying like there's some kind of a technology that the guys can use. So if you can get out of not paying, and the guys who deliver end up taking the food and stuff. It's all kind of, everybody's ingenious out there on this kind of stuff. It's a trip going on right now.
Oh, this is too much.
I got an answer to your question. 96 ounces of Kirkland egg whites through Uber Eats is $16 for egg whites. What? He said, what? Yes, $16 for egg whites. Hold on. And that's off brand. That's Kirkland brand. If you want
Kirkland, that's like Costco stuff, right?
Costco.
Yeah. But if you want 60 eggs, it's $26 for eggs now?
That's more. That's more expensive than crack.
Eggs cost $26?
What, a carton? 12? How many?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Is that like
hold on?
20
That's gotta be
dozen
a
at
big.
Costco?
That's gotta be
bulk
something
rate, baby.
Big. That's gotta be bulk rate.
They price it,
so
not that pricey.
So this is. I guess this is common because I don't eat eggs. So 18 count eggs. That's the big one, right? The big, yeah. Is $12.50. Why?
That's a lot.
That's a lot for eggs, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
I think I remember. Do I pay like $3 something a dozen?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sometimes like $2.99. You go like
so a dozen and a half is $13,
you go to Trader Joe's. I ain't been
$14?
to Trader Joe's in a while now. It's probably too much too now.
Wait a minute. I must be out of touch. I see now.
You must be out of touch.
Now I understand the egg crisis.
You don't go to the store anymore, do you?
So my food stamp's not going
as far as it used to go. What's happening?
Wait, hold on. I don't have a butler. But hold on.
You get somebody to deliver your food in some Remcheck,
So I used to
25-year-old Lexus RX, huh?
I used to get the little half thing of egg. The half a dozen of eggs for like $1.40,
$1.87 or something like that.
Yeah, $1.87.
Where you been? No.
Okay. All right, hey man, we need to go in the egg business. We need to import those in from Canada.
No, seriously. I was talking to. Now this is not. I'm not making this up. I talked to a good friend of mine in Los Angeles just yesterday. He lives in Long Beach, and he's got chickens now. So what are you doing, man? He's like, well, I got some chickens in the back. They lay. I get 6 to 8 eggs. You gotta be kidding me! No, I got chickens.
Yeah.
No, true story. I said, they're like pets. No, they lay eggs. I get the eggs from them. I said, stop it, dude.
That's real. I know people who actually have a few chickens. Listen, I mean, in Polk County that actually have.
It's cheaper now.
And it's cheaper. It's cheaper. It is cheaper. But going back to what you were saying earlier, even if we did have citrus or fruit or anything like that, who picking them? Because we get rid of all the people who used to.
They're all locked up in whatever place we export them into in Penn, whatever. I don't know what it is. I'll just leave that. I'm not allowed.
Maybe you should check some fruit prices.
I'm looking at that right now.
Although I did.
So is that why we can? Is that why we can't get any plantains anymore?
Ooh, no, you didn't.
So where plantains? They don't grow them here. Because anytime the plantain came from Jamaican dish, you go to the next restaurant, you get plantain.
What's a tariff on that?
Huh?
What's a tariff on that?
Tariff on everything.
Everything.
You better not put tariff on bathroom paper, huh?
We're gonna have a run again. Oh,
well, I forgot about it. During COVID. Oh, it was bad. Yeah, no, man. I'll leave that be.
We can't be out. Toilet paper. What do you think's happening? It's not every post-apocalyptic show you've ever seen. No one ever talks about, thank goodness it was really bad and then we ran out of toilet paper. My goodness. No one ever says that in any show or movie you ever seen about this. That makes no sense.
But they did.
They did.
Huh? Everybody's looking around for leftover brown paper bags and stuff.
Wow.
What happened to the days of What happened to the day of the Seal Stream book, huh?